So, guys, this human rights lawyer has come out to, prove that this government has been paying people to prevent the upcoming protests. Shey they say they know the fear. They said they are not afraid of the Nigerian people. Now they are buying people in order to stop this protest. Can you imagine? Paying people the scarce resources that Nigeria has. They are using a whole lot of it, to pay people in order to stop protest. It might shock you to know that the money that they must have spent within the space of 2-3 weeks, will be enough to build us a good hospital. We've seen some religious leaders, some traditional leaders coming out to say, oh, let's be patient. We are pulling out of the protest. We are this, but I tell you, the ordinary people, this protest is all about the ordinary Nigerians. It's not about the political class or the traditional rulers and, the religious rulers. No, it's all about the ordinary Nigerians who do not know where their next meal is going to come from. These are the people who are coming out to protest. These are the people who are saying enough of, accommodating the excesses of the Nigerian politicians. These are the people who want to come out to protest, not the political class or the traditional rulers. Many of them have come out to say, oh, let's give the president some time. Yes, Nigerians have been enduring since the inception of this government. Nigerians have been enduring. And at this point, they are like, they've reached their breaking point. They've reached that point at which they can't go further, lest they be broken. And that is why people are saying, despite what this government is saying, that they want to come out to express their dissatisfaction, in the way this government is handling the affairs of this country. So this human rights lawyer has come out to say that this government has been engaging people, paying them lots of money, he said billions since 3 weeks ago, giving them money so that they will pull out of the protest. You have seen Arewa, that's the northern group. They've come out to say, we are pulling out. And then you've seen some people who are coming out to say, many of the groups have come out to say, we are pulling out. But guess what? The ordinary people, even in the north, if you go to Kano now, some of them have already started the protest when the date is not yet. But they've started protesting because this hunger is real. The suffering of the people is real. Take a look at this.
From traditional rulers and what have you. You're still going ahead with the protest. Of
course, protest continues. You cannot pull out of a protest that you did not organize, that you were not invited to join.
Right.
And these are just hungry people who are being paid by the government to come on air and embarrass themselves and their families. So nobody's... Nigerians,
what makes you think they are being paid by government?
Of course, the government is sharing billions. I've been sharing billions in the last 3 weeks to different groups, religious people, and all kinds of people, trying to get people to frustrate their protest. But you're going to see what's going to happen all over the country on the 1st of August. The government is going to learn a bitter lesson about taking the people of Nigeria for granted.
Now that exactly is what the government is concerned about, and those who are dissociating themselves from this protest. When you say the government will see what will happen on the 1st of August, what exactly will happen? I mean, Nigerians are expecting a peaceful...
It's going to be extremely peaceful. Right. Extremely. Nigerians are going to express themselves in line with Section 40 of the Constitution, that Nigerians have the right to assemble, to gather, and to express their grievances at government at all levels. And this is an inalienable right of every citizen of this country. The government cannot tell people when to protest or how to complain about maladministration of the government, especially considering the fact that this president today was a perpetual protester. He's a man that has funded protests against government. He has always been in the opposition funding protests against government, and basically, because he has been doing it, I don't know how someone who has been funding protests no longer wants protests when he's now in the saddle of leadership. And because karma is the universal donor, it must go round, because you funded protests against the Jonathan government in 2012 when over subsidy removal. Today you have removed subsidy, and today you do not want Nigerians to protest. And they've been calling groups for the past 3 weeks to the villa, to all kinds of places, to ministries, to give them money, to go and be organizing rally. We have declined. We have spoken to some people in government, and we have told them, we said, if you want this protest not to hold, remove fuel subsidy. To go and be organizing town hall meetings and all these things.
Has your group been invited?
Severally, we have. Severally. We have declined. We have spoken to some people in government, and we have told them, we said, if you want this protest not to hold, remove fuel subsidy.
Yes, so guys, you can hear it directly from Deji. He's saying that this government has been, engaging people with money. So many groups have come out to say, we are pulling out. But he is saying that, are they pulling out from a protest they were never invited to? That they never invited these groups to protest with Nigerians? Because this protest is more of, ordinary Nigerians, people who are just on their own dissatisfied with what is happening in the country. These are the people that own this protest. It's not all about, all these groups and organizations coming out. We saw them going to Villa, even the traditional rulers and all of those, they came out to say, oh, let's be patient. But they don't know that Nigerians have been so patient. I mean, from Buhari, people were just praying, let Buhari leave, only for us to even land in a more worst situation. So you can see that, honestly, this protest is going to happen live, and there are so many, misinterpretations coming from, why this protest is being held. And that shows you that these leaders, they are not connected to the people. They don't know what the people are going through. They don't know what Nigerians are experiencing on the daily note. So like the vice president came out to say, he's claiming that organizers of this protest, protests are, look at the word I used there. I don't even want to mention it on this live, and that they are from US, Australia, and Finland. What does that tell you? He's trying to point to the IPOB. That's just what they are trying to see. So it means that these people do not even understand that Nigerians are hungry, that this hunger is biting. And look at the prices of things in the market and other services. The light bills are up, rent is up, and everything is literally up in Nigeria. And people want to come and protest. They will tell you that it is maybe Simon Ekpa he's trying to point to. For him to mention Finland, he's the one we know that is a Nigerian there that is, doing his own thing in his own way there. So that tells you that these people, they don't understand what leadership is all about. They don't understand. For you to be able to solve a problem, you must identify that problem. You must identify that problem and you ask yourself, why is this problem even existing in the first place? And you try to trace that. With that, you will easily know how to arrest that problem. But you can see, it's like somebody is telling you that, see, something is biting you this side and you are turning to the other side. They are being told that Nigerians are not happy the way the country is being governed. And they are now pointing accusing fingers to Nigerians who are outside the country, possibly the IPOB members, that they are the ones sponsoring. We've seen what's going on in Kano. Some people have already started protesting. Does it mean it is the IPOBs who are the ones telling them to protest? That's to tell you, when we say these people, their cognitive strength is very low, very down. They can't manage the affairs of 200 plus million persons. They can't. They can't. How can you see that there's hunger in the line instead of you to come out like Shetima would have come to say, oh, Nigerians, we understand you are going through this. See the steps we are taking. We believe that within the space of 1 month, 2 months, things are going to change. Please bear with us. He would have spoken, at least one would have understand that, okay, he has some elements of leadership in him. But for him to just come out and use this word, you can see the word there, and he's saying that the people who are sponsoring it or who are organizing the protest, they are from the US, from Australia, and also from Finland. That tells you the kind of leaders that we have in this country. So guys, the Nigerian police has equally gone ahead to arrest this guy, for posting materials that relate to this end bad government in Nigeria. When they arrest people, does that solve the problem? It doesn't solve the problem. These people, they themselves, the military, the police, the civil defense, all these security agencies, they are suffering even the most. They are suffering. Some of them can't afford money to go visit their loved ones, especially those of them in the military that may be serving in distant places. They can't afford to like pay a to and fro transportation fare. And now, see what the government is saying, that they are arresting people who are calling for this Tinubu Must Go protest. And I tell you that they can't stop the Nigerian people. So this is an APC supporter who has a large following on Facebook. So he was there preaching for support for the Tinubu's government. And guess what? The Northerners in mass, reported his account to Facebook. Guess what? Facebook deleted his whole account. So all his labor is now in vain, because you don't take Nigerians for granted. You don't take the Nigerian people for granted. So you could see he has 1 million followers. Now this account has been deleted because he tries to play, by the intelligence of the youth. But it's not going to be business as usual. I'm going to let you watch that video further, but you can see this is also coming from the military. This person is also anonymous. In the military, if you complain openly, you might be captured, arrested, jailed, and all that. So most times they come out as anonymous people. You don't know them, they don't know you, and all that. So there is hunger in barracks, and we are selling our property. Nigerian soldier back this protest. Nigerian soldiers, we've seen many of them came out to speak, saying that this protest is for their own children, that they are serving in the military, but it is so difficult for them to even have enough food to eat, and all that. All those things are very, very difficult. And we've seen our military just talking about the protests, without them paying attention to their own internal crisis. So guys, a whole lot is happening in this country, and you can see that Tinubu is a master, or I call it master strategist, in terms of him paying people. You can see how smart these people are. How smart. When this protest was announced, they thought it was going to be a child's play. They now saw the thing growing and growing. Guess what? He started bringing in all those traditional rulers to have Aso Villa. And you cannot leave Aso Villa without an envelope. You know that. You will be appreciated for bringing out your time to come. And they ended up telling us, oh, Nigerians, you people shouldn't protest. This protest is even healthy for the current government, because it's going to help them to sit up. Tinubu should have allowed, we beg Nigerians, come out and protest. Let's know your grievances and the areas that you want us to do some reforms. And then they will check out the ministers who are in charge of those areas. If they are not doing well, you fire them and bring in new people. But you can see them saying that they don't want people to protest. Nigerians are hungry. Nigerians are very hungry. Also take a look at this guy who has been lamenting that no matter what the military or the police is doing, that he himself is going to come out for this protest.
You people say that we shouldn't do protest. Why? Because you want us to be slaves. Keep on continuing to be slaves under you. We are in democracy. As far as protest is constitutional rights, as far as is the fundamental rights, we have the right to come out and do it. Peaceful protest. Nobody will dare to deprive us.
Yes.
Arewa ku fito ku protest. Ba wanda isa hana ku protest, ku fito ko ina ku fito ku protest. In suna ga duk wanda isa kuma ce zai kama ku, Allah da zamu bi duk inda ke wanda ya fito protest kama sai mun fito da shi. Sunaga, we are working alone. We will never work alone in this protest. We have thousands of lawyers behind us. If they think that we don't know what we are doing as a youth in this country, or we don't know what we want in this country, This is not the time of religion. This is not the time of culture. This is not the time of ethnicity. This is not the time of regions. This is not the time of I know you, you know me. This is not the time of you are my friend or he is my friend in politics. This is not the time. This is the time to come once as for all to fight these demons, because these people, they are demons. They are demons. Some of them, they are even evils. They don't even care about humanity. They don't even have empathy towards humanity. They don't have it. Nobody would dare to stop us from this coming of protest. Nobody. Because we are not your slaves. We are not your slaves. We know what we are doing, and we know what we want in this country, and we know who are we going to hold responsible. This is you that we are going to, as a leader, is you that we are going to hold you responsible. How many lives has been lost every day? People who have been killed every day. You people, you don't even care. Look at Zamfara. Look at Sokoto. Look at Kaduna. Look at Katsina.
So guys, you can see the anger in this guy. These are northerners who understand the importance of this protest. The importance of this protest, this government, they've taken Nigerians for granted. The way they spend money, the flamboyant life they are living that don't even depict the state of the nation. They tell us there is no money, but they are living big. They are living big, only for Nigerians to be suffering. Let me just take a look at this clip that has to do with, the fleet of cars that this government takes, goes around with, despite the fact that they know we are, let me say, we don't have money. That's what they keep telling us, that we are broke. Yes, they know we are broke, but what are they doing? What are they doing? They are doing little to nothing. So this is your president. Somebody tweeted this what I was saying. Who else do you think travels like this? This is your president. When they are going to anywhere, you see vehicles. Only the fuel that they use in fueling all these vehicles that they move around with. Do you know how much it takes or it sucks from our treasury? But for them, it doesn't make sense for them to have a rethink on how they are using the people's money. This is even what is inflaming this protest. When Nigerians look at how immediately this government came in, the first thing is they want to renovate the National Assembly. We saw how much that was given. That was a way to buy them off. The next thing they begin to talk about is they will buy yachts, they will buy SUVs, they will not buy Nigerian-made cars. Why they will not buy Nigerian-made cars? After that, we saw them talking about they are changing tires of SUVs in millions. They are renovating offices. They are buying new furniture. Before you know it, oh my God, Nigerians, it has been wastage. No plan to be productive. Peter Obi said it is never wrong to borrow. But when you borrow for consumption, you borrow, you eat it, you use it to pay salary. That is what is wrong with borrowing. And that's exactly what we've seen. Okay, can you ask yourself, all the money that Buhari borrowed, where are they, Nigerians? Where are they? Where are all the money that Buhari borrowed? Where are all the Abacha's loot that these people got? All the forfeitures that they had. Don't forget that when the Buhari's government came in, they said they were fighting corruption. They were seizing people's properties and all. Where are all those? Where are they, Nigerians? Have we not had enough from this government? Have we not suffered a lot from this APC? Now, this government has come in, the Tinubu's government. They've started borrowing from CBN internally and from World Bank and other places. They've started borrowing. Tell me one project they have used it for. These are the things that is annoying Nigerians. And then you see people can't eat, Many parents are withdrawing their kids from school because school fees has increased. You can imagine if you're a teacher in a primary school and you have like 2 or 3 of your children in the university. Tell me how you be coping at the moment. That's what we are talking about. Tell me how you be coping. You are a teacher, you understand the importance of education, and you want your kids educated. Possibly you have 5, 6 children, and 3 of them happen to have finished secondary school, are supposed to be in the university. Tell me how you are going to cope from the salary you are going to earn as a teacher. That is the of the things that are fueling the protest. That is why you and I, Nigerians, we must stand up to say that this protest is necessary. It is even long overdue, like some people will say. It is long overdue. So it is not even a time to say, oh, this person did this or this person did that. No, it is long overdue. So I'm going to let you watch this interview further. So this other guy that was with Deji on Rise Television channel, he's from CAN. He's from CAN, Christian Association of Nigeria, because CAN is also trying to say they are not in support of the protest. So you can imagine all the key, will I call it key groups coming out to say they are not part of the protest, they are not in support and all that. Tomorrow now, when the economy start getting worse than what we're having now, they'll start saying, oh, Tinubu, this is the only opportunity now to allow the youths to express themselves so that they can pressure the government of the day to make some changes, some key changes. You see all the money central bank is pumping into the economy to stabilize the Naira. The Naira has become so defiant, so stubborn this time. The Naira just keeps falling. If the things tries to stabilize, it will fall deeper again because we have the wrong policies in place. Investors are not coming. Multinational companies are leaving. People are losing their jobs. Their means of livelihood is gone, and they don't want Nigerians to protest. They don't want us to come out to say enough of all this. So guys, let you watch this video just for you to understand that some of these people, it's really, really obvious that most of them must have been bought over. So somebody was saying that APC knows how to buy. Remember the fake bishops that were bought over? You saw them queuing on the line, and where are they today? Possibly this hunger now is wiring them, because we saw them, it is the hungry ones that came. That was during before the campaign. They came to show solidarity with the current president. Those fake bishops, where are they today? They must have finished eating the money that they got then. Then what is happening now? Now we've seen traditional leaders coming out to say, oh, the protest shouldn't hold. We've seen groups coming out to say, what has changed that they are taking those stands?
We are not answerable to anybody. We are independent, and the press conference we granted today, we draw inspiration and clue from our parent body. You will see that the camp president and everybody, we said we can explore other options to address this issue of protest, like dialogue, town hall meetings, etc. Because we believe that let's take a clue from the NSAS protest,
right,
where hoodlums hijack the process and the protest, and it becomes a means of looting and the destruction of lives and properties. A lot of youth lost their lives. A lot of people, businesses collapsed because of the protest. Now, we are not saying that there is no hunger in the land. We are not saying that people are not suffering. We are not saying that government is not doing anything. But we know that if we channel our energy to a productive and a very viable avenue, what are the viable avenue that we need to engage the government?
Engaging governments outside of protest that may lead to chaos, anarchy. That's what the security operatives are saying.
Yeah, you see, Nigerians are tired of prayers for things that leaders are elected to do. Why don't you pray before? Why don't you be praying instead of going to the toilet to ease yourself and be saying God should come and help you ease yourself.
It's true.
Things that God has given you the capacity, the power. It's only in Nigeria. Nigeria is the world headquarters of fake pastors and 419s who stay on the pulpit and deceive people. A country where leaders are elected to do a job, they don't do it. Religious leaders will be telling you to pray for them. So you think God is that jobless to come and be helping your leaders to fix the country? So these are the people who they enable bad leadership and bad governance in this country. Why are Nigerians protesting? Very simple. Yeah. It's because there's massive hunger, disillusionment, and discontentment in the country. That's the reason why Nigerians are protesting. This president, you say you want to dialogue with the president. Nigerians should come and sit on the round table with a president that on Wednesday, this same president on Wednesday, he sent an executive bill to the National Assembly. The National Assembly did accelerated hearing to extend the tenure of the IG in 1 day. And they even made mistakes in the amendment. They amended the sections that they amended was wrong. And he did that just for nepotistic reasons. That's the reason why he did that. He did not send an accelerated bill to the National Assembly to end the suffering of Nigerians.
What makes you feel it has nepotistic?
The man is Yoruba.
Undertones.
The man is Yoruba.
But that's a whole different conversation.
See, the truth is very bitter.
I guess what you're saying
the truth is bitter. The truth is bitter, but somebody has to say the truth. This man is supposed to retire in a month or so. You are trying to extend his tenure. These are part of the reasons why Nigerians are protesting. When Buhari was here, carrying out nepotistic tendencies, we all condemned him.
Well, the Constitution allows him to do
this man has come. This man has come. And he's doing worse than what Buhari did. Almost everybody, every key person in any government, parastatal or agency, the key positions are apportioned for Yoruba people. That is even by the way. It's not part of the discussion. But it is part of the demands. It is part of the reasons. The reasons fueling the protest, because there's inequality, there's nepotism in government and around government, and the body language of the government supports that people are not being carried along in the country.
Now, speaking of being carried along, the president says, look, I hear you, I feel your pain. It's only been a year plus, that I've been in the saddle. Give me more time, give me patience. I've put in some policies, increase minimum wage to 70,000 naira from 30,000 naira. Student loans, the ball's been set rolling on that. Palliatives, Nigeria Youth Investment Fund. He also promises to, give or come up with more inclusive government.
Yes, as it may sound or it may look, this government is not the reason why Nigeria is in this much of a mess. Because the Buhari government did a lot of damage to this country in 8 years. However, this government in 1 year has done more damage to the Nigerian economy than Buhari did in 8 years. And I will explain very briefly. When this government came, it made dollar at around 600 naira. It made dollar at around 600 naira. Today, dollar is almost about 1.6. When this government came, this government met a basket of tomato at 15,000. Today, a basket of tomato is above 100,000. When this government came, it met rice around 50-something to 60,000.
A bag, 50 kg bag.
Yes. Right. Now, it's almost about 100,000. When this government came, a sack of beans was around 28,000 to 30,000, depending on where you buy from. Today, it's about 75,000. When this government came, a sack of flour was around 18 to 20,000 naira. Today, it's about 68,000. When this government came, it moved a carton of noodles from 4.5.
Yeah, we could spend all night reeling out.
So all of that. The list is endless. This is why Nigerians are protesting.
Of course.
Nigerians are protesting because all is not well with the country.
Yes.
And you cannot tell Nigerians that, oh, this is how you should protest. It's very simple. Today, what are the issues? We are battling with hyperinflation.
Right.
We are battling with a situation where 100,000 is now the new 10,000 naira. Go to many parts of this country today. People cannot even afford 1 square meal. We're not talking about 3 square meals. People are eating grass in many parts of northern Nigeria. Grass. And it's same situation in southern Nigeria. So Nigerians want to express themselves. And government is saying, Nigerians cannot express themselves.
No, government, I doubt very much if government is saying that. I'm not a mouthpiece for the government. Government is saying Nigerians are constitutionally allowed to, express themselves, vent or ventilate if you like. But going the way of violence, causing chaos, anarchy is what government will not stand.
Have you seen any Nigerian calling for violent protests since the beginning of this protest?
Okay, I'll come back to you. Let me, Belu Chuku, your Belu Sochuku. Yeah. Very important. Thank you. You said your.
Yes. So, guys, you heard Deji. He has said so many vital points, The worst part is that this government does not even, realize that Nigerians are going through all this. Remember that the Tinubu's administration has sent a kind of supplementary budget to the House of, to the Senate. Guess how they want to fund it? They want the banks to go look for the money. One of the strategies, the banks should send all the funds in dormant accounts to the government. Dormant accounts, meaning if you had a bank account in Nigeria before you traveled outside and you've stayed outside without going home to transact on that account might be, declared dormant. And guess what? The government will then own whatever money that is in that account. That's how bad things have gone in this country. That's how bad things have gone in this country. So, guys, I don't really think I'm going to continue this video, but I just want you guys to see what is happening in this country and why we don't really have leaders that we can boldly say they are our role model. They are our role model. We don't really have such leader. So you can imagine this hunger that is in the land. People want to protest. All of a sudden, some of the traditional rulers, the religious rulers and all that, they came out to say, oh, Nigerians shouldn't protest. Nigerians shouldn't protest. You can see the level of betrayal. So guys, that is it. These are some of the updates I want to share with you all. And I know you must have picked one or two things from this. This is a long clip about the protest is still going to hold. Even Wike has come out to say 1st of August that the FCT is going to have this one program like that. But guess what? Nigerians say no matter what they fix on that day, not even the Oro Festival, is going to stop this protest. That's to tell you the level of frustration, the level of revolt, the anger. I mean the anger in Nigerians. They are saying that no matter what is happening on that day, they know that this protest is going to happen. And that is it. Like I said, this protest is good for this government if they really know what they are doing. This protest is going to keep them on their toes. It's going to help them to be better. Because all we want is, give us good governance. That's all we want. So, guys, I'm going to end it at this point. Thank you very much for joining me. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell for more videos, and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think? Are you in support of Nigerians going out to protest? Despite all the threats, the military has come out to say, we will not allow this country, this nation to be burnt down. The police has come out to issue their own warning. All of them are coming out to issue their warning. And ordinary Nigerians are equally issuing their warning that no matter the level of threat, they are coming out. They are coming out, They must come and let the world hear their voices. People want to come out to protest because Nigerians deserve better government. You can see the difference between the political class and the ordinary masses, Nigerians. It doesn't happen in any other country, if not in African countries, especially in Nigeria. When you come to Europe here, you will see, you see some political office holders riding on bicycle. But when you go to Nigeria, the people who will come to Europe to beg for loan, you will then see them riding fleet of cars. Anytime the president is going to anywhere, you've seen how many SUVs. Do you know how much it takes to fuel one of them? Do you know how much it costs to fuel them? But they are doing this thing because they feel Nigerians cannot talk. Nigerians cannot react. They just keep sipping, a kind of siphoning from our common kufa. These are some of the things that are making Nigerians sad. And that is why We must come out to protest against this government. Protest is our constitutional right. It's your right, it's your legal right. And just like you go out to vote, that is how the Constitution gives you power to come out and protest, because we got to fix this country. So guys, let's end it at this point. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to more people. And let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you.